Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here, and yeah, we are starting off with the Edelgard team. This one I've had a lot of fun with in practice. It's really versatile in terms of how well it deals with these types of Cavline teams, especially with the addition of Baby Robin here. Nerthus isn't really needed here. I could substitute her for any other support unit or any other mythic. But Baby Robin really does fulcrum this team. He does so much with the assist. I think he'll definitely stick around. Even if eventually I swap out one of the Edelgards or something, I think Robin will definitely stick around. So what we're looking at here is basically, I think you're familiar with it at least. We're going to go on with Tana, break the structure, and then sit. And because the unit there in front is green, we're going to go on with Summer Edelgard, because I think Winter Edelgard might miss the kill on Valentine's Leon. I'm not sure if I remember that. I think there was at least one matchup where she didn't get the one shot, so just to avoid against that, we're going to go in with Summer Edelgard here. I think she should be okay to clean that up. I was considering whether or not I should lock or try to trap Camilla or someone, but I don't think it's worth my time.
Leave it to me.
I think I'm just going to take her out, and we'll probably leave Azura for last. With the she has what's that A skill again? Oh my god. The one that makes her hit harder against blue units. I forget what it's called. Jesus Christ. Yeah, with that A skill, she's gonna attack Summer Edelgard, so she won't do any damage there. So that aside, we're gonna go ahead and set this up and then move out. Might be a little bit challenging to. We're not gonna get. Well, I'll see if I can get the pots on turn, or at least one pot on turn one, just in case I mess up. But I think we should be fine. Maybe I should initiate like this, because if I swap, that'll give Edelgard the +6 buff to attack, but that's a blue buff. But then also she might one-shot, so I probably don't want that. Let's do this instead. And just go in. Alright, so we get the kill here. This is a one-shot. That's why we have Heavy Blade for situations like this. And we take out... Oh, we get the quad. Nice. Yeah, I think Winter Edelgard would have missed that kill, so I think I made the right decision there on Leon there. And now what we're gonna do is
I will deliver.
Leave it to us.
What's the play here? I can swap, but I don't think that's a play. I need Edelgard to go up. Here. What play do I make here?
We'll do our best.
Have a couple options. Okay. Alright, I think I've made my decision. We're just gonna do this instead. And then dance like this. And then Winter Edelgard is going to initiate.
Yes.
We're going to break the structure so that we get another point of entry for the duo here. Take out Igrin.
Who's next?
Medius. And Triandra.
We'll do our best.
So what we're going to do first, though, is... This is why I prefer having swap, because it allows me to do this. Any other positional assist would have messed me up there, but the swap really comes in handy.
We'll do our
so
best.
We're going to take out Triandra here. And then I think... Maybe I should get the one pot, as I mentioned, because I don't want to mess anything up here and not get any of the pots. So we're going to get one pot, and then...
Come along.
Azura should attack Summer Edelgard, because if she attacks Winter Edelgard, she'll die. Here we go. Perfect. zeros. That's what we like to see. And now we just close this out, get the other pot, and then wrap this up.
I will deliver.
Yeah, pretty
Let's
straightforward. Really enjoy the versatility that Baby Robin has. Robin, I think that's what we're calling him, right? Her, whatever. GG's. See you in the next one. Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on Palio, and we're gonna go with the team that I had from before. Well, here are the changes. I finally swapped in for Legendary Crown, just because the mobility is better in case I get stuck. And I have Yuri around just because Yuri is fun. Well, at least this one is. Kind of 50-50 in terms of whether I want the Disarm Trap or the I have Special Spiral 4 on him. I'm kind of 50-50 in terms of which one I want to use, but I stuck with the Disarm Trap for now. Didn't want to Ike this because it would have probably taken too long, so just gonna hit and run and get out of here with the win. Pots are in the front, so this should be pretty straightforward. And yeah, let's set this up and get this taken care of. Now, what I did want to mention, or just bring up, was that I was so disappointed. I started playing Rooker Sieges, and I thought it would have been different. It's not different. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. I thought there would have been some improvements, like the enemies would have been harder somehow, or maybe there would have been some type of like when you got to the last levels, they would have started to put in like heroes units or units from other games. I don't know, but it's still the same thing. Or at least I thought there would have been like 2 Ruckers on the same map. No, it's just the same as before. I was like, what was the point of putting it off for a year? Or what was the point of stopping it altogether? Because I thought they would have at least increased like or reduced the amount of damage that you were able to do to the Ruckers, just because of how powerful units are these days. But you still hit as hard as you normally would have hit. I don't understand. What was the point of it all? It doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. The one problem that Rooker Sieges had was that you could finish it in one turn. Not necessarily a problem, but I mean, even if you're gonna like scale it like for the future, you're probably still gonna have that problem moving forward unless you put something in place where there's a cap on the amount of damage that you can do each turn, or something to just make it a little bit more complex, because units are only going to get stronger. Or something that scales the Rucker's defenses off of how powerful your units are. I don't know, but nothing has changed about the game mode, and I was confused and disappointed. But yeah, that's that. I don't know if anyone else was surprised, but it really threw me for a loop. And I was like, why are they even putting some of these other game modes in the game in exchange for Rooker Sieges? Like the affinity battles. I mean, how long has it been since we've seen that one? It came out like, what, 3 times maybe so far? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that's that. I just gotta figure out what I gotta do here. Don't want to overcommit too early on. Yeah, might just chill out or back out after taking out Mumera, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that was the only thing that was on my mind. Aside from that, I gotta build a map for Astra Anima. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet because they haven't released any new units that can like really damage Ike in the way that you want to damage Ike. It's kind of interesting. Kind of in the same vein as what happened after the Winter Banner, where they didn't immediately power creep every unit on the very next banner. They gave the Winter Banner some time to breathe before they started releasing counters, and even then, we eventually just started to figure out how to deal with those winter units, just because of the fact that they were in the game for a while. But I don't think we're going to be discovering any new techniques to handle Ike with the units that are currently in the game. It's really just down to hit him really hard on the first hit, with special manipulation, and that's going to be either in the form of special like Luna or an AoE, which those were the basic tactics that were in the game to begin with. We have discovered, or at least I've discovered, that Ivy and Chloe can take them out, which I wasn't aware of, but it's good to know.
If you say so.
I guess. But I mean, those are like 2 newer units. I was really like just searching to see if there's any old units that could do a job, and I really haven't found any. I guess if you have like a heavily invested like Scythia with her refine, maybe she could do the job with some drives, but yeah, really just not much in the way of old units that's going to get through Ike. Definitely needs some new nukes, which is unfortunate. A unit should never be so strong that it negates all the units that came before it, which is kind of what's happening right now.
Leave it to us.
Unless they like probably moves DR piercing. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe they're gonna introduce the DR piercing special for nukes. Maybe that's the plan, because that's the only thing that could revive a lot of our older units. Especially ranged magical ranged units. That would definitely be, because that would free up their B slots essentially, so you could run something else that would amplify damage, because that's really what a lot of them need to be able to handle someone like Dual Ike. And it would make sense if you're going to go that route by then introducing the mage special, because that's kind of what we've all been waiting for. I mean, it could have been done a long time ago. And I guess IS had the fear that everything would just die in one hit, which, I mean, that's kind of the purpose of the game. But also, you kind of need it now. Yeah, for the direction that they're going with the true DR, you kind of need something to pierce that. And a new special for mages or something will definitely help out. Every other unit has one. Lethality is kind of annoying because it's a 4-hit cooldown, and it's only on a color that does nothing to Ike. Colorless units have neutral matchups, and typically you want to engage Ike with a blue unit or a red unit, just for more damage. And lethality is such a high cost cooldown special that it just isn't worth it the majority of the time, unless you have some way to pre-charge it on your team, which is hard unless you have Asker, which I still regret not pulling dual Asker, but it is what it is, man. GG's, see you in the next one.